Good evening, friends. Trying a different angle here so that you can see what I'm cooking. I've been hungry for pork chops, but I didn't know how I wanted to cook them, so I've been hawing around all day about how I wanted to do them. So this is what I decided. I'm going to do an oven-baked pork chop with stuffing. So I want you to see my cast iron skillet here. I put in 1 tablespoon of butter, and then I have 4 bone-in pork chops, and I seared them each about 3 to 5 minutes on each side. You don't want to cook them because the oven's going to do that. You just want to get a nice sear on this. You can see the sear on those pork chops. Once you get a sear on both sides, just turn off the heat and leave them. We're going to deal with those a little bit later. Now over here in my saucepan, I have 2 cups of water boiling. Actually, I had a half a cup of chicken stock left, so I wanted to use that up. So 1.5 cups of water, half a cup of chicken stock, 4 tablespoons of butter, roiling boil. Rolling, I always say rolling. Rolling boil. I need to quit saying that because I can't say it. Now, if you were with me the other day, you know that I made some homemade stovetop stuffing, had it in my freezer. If you don't have it, that's fine. Go out and get you your favorite stovetop stuffing. I'm going to pour this right into that boiling water. I'm going to actually turn off the heat now. I'm going to actually push that stuffing down into the liquid. Okay. Stay with me for a minute because let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this over so you can see a little bit better. So I've got my stuffing in there. I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of cashews. Have you ever had nuts in your stuffing? Delicious. And wait. I'm also going to add a 1/3 cup of dried cranberries. Have you ever had fruit nuts in your stuffing? It's delicious. I love a sweet and savory. So, that's why pork chops and applesauce are good. My kids will laugh about that. So here is a 1/3 cup of, they're just dried cranberries. I keep them on hand. I'm going to add those right in with my stuffing. I'm going to give that a stir. Okay. Then I'm going to put the lid on. And I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes and let that set. Real quick while I have you here. Something I discovered is I have all my one lid fit all of my saucepans. So I have 15 of these little lids. And this is my favorite saucepan that I ever had. And I bought it at the thrift store. It was brand new, but it never had a lid. So I came home and discovered that all the lids fit the same saucepan. So I donated the others and just kept one. So that way I didn't have to keep fighting those saucepans in my island. That's where all my pots and pans are. So try it and see. See if your one lid will fit all your saucepans. Then donate them so someone who could come along can find a lid for their saucepan. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes and then I'm going to be back and show you how we assemble this and put this in the oven. Hi friends, I'm back to show you how to finish up this baked pork chop with stuffing. I started this process about 5:45. It's now just a little bit after 6. Of course, I had to readjust my camera and things. So this is a quick dinner that you can do really quickly. It's delicious. A good meal doesn't have to take a long time. So just to recap, I took my cast iron skillet, put in a tablespoon of butter, and I seared those pork chops. Here they are on each side for about 3 to 5 minutes. I put salt, pepper, garlic, and paprika on my pork chops because that's what I like. Use what seasonings you like on your pork chops. They are bone-in. I poured out just a little bit of the pan juice and left about a tablespoon in. You see all that good stuff in there. Here's my stuffing. If you were with me the other day, you know that I had some leftover bread from Christmas that I toasted and made some stovetop stuffing. If you don't have it, it's not a big deal. Go to the store, grab you some, grab whatever flavor you like. It's not going to matter. They have pork, chicken, turkey, cornbread, whatever. It's your food. You should have what you want. To that stuffing, I added a third cup of cashews and a third cup of dried cranberries. If you've never tried that, oh please, you don't know what you're missing. That sweet with the savory of the pork chops, winning combo. Now I'm just going to take this stuffing. See, I wish you could smell this. It smells amazing. I'm just going to push that stuffing all around in my cast iron skillet. This is a Lodge cast iron skillet I bought myself not too long ago, and I just love it. Go. This smells so good. I've been still hungry for pork chops. I've been hawing about how to cook them, and then today I was just like, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to sneak it to the paste. So good. All I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my pork chops, lay them right on there. Now listen, this took no time at all. I'm telling you, if you seared, I wanted to show you, so if you seared your pork chops and boiled that water at the same time and set that timer for 5 minutes, you got 10 minutes max into prep for this meal. Now I want you to see. I want you to see how delicious and how beautiful this looks. I'm telling you, it looks beautiful. Look, that would impress anybody, wouldn't it? Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? That's it. I'm going to pop it in my oven, which I had preheated to 350. Now listen. Pork doesn't take very long to cook, so please don't overcook your pork. It'll be tough. So I'm going to put it in for, because I've already seared it, I've got a running start. So I'm going to start checking it literally in 10 minutes. I'm just going to take a knife, cut right into the middle, and see if it's a nice juicy white. If she is, she's coming out, she's going to rest. I'm fixing a steamed broccoli with this. So that's the veg we're going to have. So I'm going to throw this in the oven, and I'll be back to show you the finished product. Hey, so we're back, and 10 minutes for these pork chops. I just took them out of the oven. Now we're going to plate them up. So we're going to see. So I'm going to take my pork chop here, and I'm just going to give it a quick check. Make sure we're good to go. And perfect. I don't know if you can see that. That's what you want. No pink. So I got my pork chop. Look at this amazing stuffing. Can you see that? Oh, with the cranberries and the nuts, the cashews. Delicious. I've got my steamed broccoli. I love the steam in the bag vegetables. You can't get any quicker than that. They're delicious. Got some fresh broccoli here. I'm going to put that on my plate. Now, the kids are back to college, so it's just back to Brock and I again. So I've got 4 chops here. So this is dinner tomorrow. It's a 2-for-1. Quick, easy. It's 20 after 6. 30 minutes for this delicious, wonderful meal. Hope you give it a try. I hope you subscribe to my pages if you haven't. I've enjoyed visiting with you, and thanks for stopping by.